Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mohammed Saqib. I hope all of you are doing great. So we are on the journey to learn the Python language and master it. So today's topic is Python list. This is most important topic in Python programming language. So we will try to cover it complete by looking at what is the list, how to declare it, how to initialize it, and what are different methods of Python list that will be useful in the future in developing large projects. So let's start. First of all, we must know what is the list. Let's look at some real life example. Imagine on your real life, when you go to shopping, you need to create a list of items to purchase. For example, you want to purchase fruits, you need a list. Okay, you want to buy apple, you want to buy strawberry, you want to buy bananas. Okay, so you need to create a list. Similarly, in Python programming language, sometimes we need list to store similar item or may not be similar items. Okay, so how it is created? It is created by placing all the items inside a square bracket. Okay, you can see here square bracket, all the items are placed inside the link. Okay, so you can see we need to create. So we need to place all the item inside these square brackets, and it will be separated by commas. For example, look at this example. We have created a list of number 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is a list creating of consisting of 3 numbers. Okay, and one important concept about list is that we can place elements of different data types. What it means? It means that it is not important to place only digits, only number, or only names, or only text, or any other floating point. You can place like this 1 comma hello comma 3.4. You can see that there are mixed data types containing of number, integer, string, and a floating point number. So I hope that's clear that what is list and how to create it. Simply we need to put the name of list equal to, then we have to put the brackets, square brackets, and between these brackets we need to put the items separated by commas. So when we have created that list, we need to access it. How to access it? We need to access it using index operator. That is the first way to access the list item. There are many other ways to access item. The first is by using index operator. Index operator, this one is called index operator. This square bracket is called index operator. What we need to do? We have to put the name of list, then we have to put square brackets. Okay, and between square bracket we have to tell the index. Do you know what is the index? In last lecture we also talked about that whatever it's string, it's a list, it's array, anything that start from index 0, then 1 2 3 up to so on. So first item P is at index 0, then at 1 is R, and so on. So if we want to print the 0 or O from that list, we need to put list after that index operator, and then between that 2, because O is at index 2. And we can also use negative indexing. Negative indexing is not difficult. Negative indexing start from last position. Okay, at last position, for example, here at E is the position is -1, at E is the position -1, and it goes back -2 and so on. Okay, then -3, -4, and -5. This is called index operator. We can access using positive indexing as well as negative indexing. Okay, so if we want to access using positive indexing, start from 0, from left 0, and toward right it 1 2 3. And if you want to access using negative indexing, you need to access using -1, -2, and whenever you go to the left side it will increase in negative value. String slicing, that's an also important concept. Like in previous lecture we did string slicing. Okay, similarly here list can also be sliced using there is a same concept index 0. If I am writing a left 0 colon, slashing operator is colon, we can tell starting position and ending position by separating it by colon. Okay, for example, print list 0 colon 4. What it will print? It will print element of list starting from 0 ending at 4. Similarly, using negative indexing, I can tell start from -2 and go toward -1. What it will print? It will print -1 and -2. It will print B and E. Okay, because it will start from -2 and go toward -1. I hope it is clear to you. Now there are some list methods, there are append method, there are some different methods. We will look at one by one. There are some important method. Okay, these are mainly used method in our large projects. These are actually worth to learn. Okay, let's look at one by one. First of them is append method. Append method, it's simple method to add an element in the list. If you want to add an element in the list, you will use append method. But remember, append method can add only one element at a time. For example, you have created list of fruit and you want to add another element. You write fruits is equal to list. Okay, you create a list of fruit, you will add fruits dot append. Okay, fruits dot append, and you can add only one fruit at a time. Okay, a syntax is in front of you, list dot append, and item is the what you ever want to add. Let's look at this example. It will make us more clear. For example, we have created a list is equal to hi hello, then we printed list using print function. You can see old list hi hello. Then what we have done, we have list dot append welcome. We have added one element welcome inside list. What list? List, name of list is list. Okay, then we printed updated list. You can see hi hello welcome. What you have noticed that the new element will be added at last position. Okay, the new element will be added to the last position of the list using append method. Okay, you can also see the second example. We can also add a list to the list. Okay, we can add list to the list. Similarly, we can add tuple to the list. Right now you don't have an idea of tuple or dictionary, but we can also add them to a list. Means that we can add anything to the list. For example, I have a list hi hello, I can see the old list. Then what, I created another list, list 1 is equal to welcome. This is a list of containing one element welcome. What I did now, list dot append list 1. What it has done, it has added at another list at index at 0 is hi, at 1 is hello. Then it has added welcome as a list, not as a string. Look, this is string hello, but welcome, this is a list. So it adds a list inside another list. Okay, count is a simple method. It is used to count how many items present inside that list. For example, if there is a class of 100 students, it might be possible there may be a more than one student having same name. For example, we want to check that how many students have name Muhammad. So what will we do? We will look students dot count, whatever we write between is Muhammad. It will tell that how many students have name Muhammad. Similarly, you can look at example. For example, list is equal to having some alphabets H I H W, and you can see that there are 2 times H and similarly 2 times O. So I write the count of I is list dot count I, and you can see I present 1 time, then it will display the count of I is 1 here. Okay, and if I write the count of O is list dot count and I write O between count function, it will tell O is presented 2 times. Okay, and similarly we can tell that how many time a tuple or another list is presented in the list. For example, let's leave the tuple and look at here. I have a list having something. Okay, a, and this is called tuple. Leave it now. Okay, just look at the list 8 comma 4. What we did, we did write count is equal to list dot count 3 comma 4 as a list. It will tell me how many lists are present in that list containing these items. It is telling that there is no list containing these items 3 comma 4 because I have list comma 8 comma 4. Another method is extend. This is also like append method, but what is different between append and extend method is that append method is used to add one element at a time in the list, but extend is used to add more than one element. You can say items of a list to the end. This is also used to insert elements to the end. Let's look at the example. It will make more clear. Look, here you can see that language C, C++, Python and language 1, there are two lists, language and language 1. I want to add language 1 list to the language. If I use language dot append language, it will add as a list, not as items. Okay, it will be a added list inside in list. But if I use extend, it will add items of language 1 to the language. Okay, that's the difference. You can see the output. These are added as an item, not as a list. Like you looked here, for example, at append method, you look that it added as a list if I write it. Okay, but if I use extend, it will add like a items. There's another example. You can add anything, tuples or thing. Okay, index method. Index method is an important method that is used to check that at what index a particular item is presented. For example, I have 10 students having different names. I want to check that at what position is Muhammad lies. At what position is Muhammad lies. I will write students dot index, and between that I will write Muhammad. It will tell me that at where is that my particular item lies. For example, let's look at example to make it more clear. There is a list. I want to check that where is I presented. I will write list dot index of I. It will tell that the index of I is 1. You can see that of course it is at 1, and then if I want to check the index of O, you can see 0 1 2 3. It must be answered 3. You can see it's 3. And if I want to check Z, you can see that Z is not presented inside that list, then it will give us error. Okay, we will look about error in our further lectures in detail about exception handling. That's an most important concept in any programming language. Okay, so that's make clear for you indexing. Now insert method. This is another way of adding element to the list. We have now done 3 methods. Okay, one of them is append. You make it clear that if you want to add a single element at the end of list, then we use append. If we use to add more than one element to the end of the list, you will use extend method. And the third method is insert method. This is very useful method. This is used to insert element to the list at given index. For example, you have a list of students and you want to add another student at a specific index. You have 10 students, but you want to add another student at index 5. Right now at index 5 is another student, but what it will do, insert, I will write insert list dot insert, then I will write index in 5, then I will write element. For example, look that I have vowel A, I, O, U. You can see that E is missing. Okay, and E must be at second position. Okay, and what is second position in programming? Second position is 1 because it starts from 0 and second position must be 1. What I will write, I will printing old list. You can see this, but I want to insert E. E is missing at second position. I will write vowel dot insert 1, means go to 1 position and do what? Insert what? Insert E. Insert E at the position 1. It will be inserted using insert function. So now this is most clear to you. We can insert at any specific position using insert method. So insert method is clear to you. There is another method. This is called pop method.